Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's time to make some soap again finally. Okay, so I've been talking about it. I'm going to do a triple batch. I normally use about 50 ounces of oil. This is 150 ounces of oil. I'm keeping some for the street ministry here, and some of these will be going across country to Monrovia, California. As promised, Renee, they're on the way eventually. I found out how ill prepared I am for making this much soap at one time. This is normally the pot that I mix my soap in. Well, this is the one I had just to mix the lye water in. The stainless steel I had planned to use is not big enough to hold all of this. I thought it would be, so I actually had to get this utility bucket. Now, this utility bucket is what I use for like clean. I soak all the saponified soap off all my utensils in this. Nothing weird or nasty or gross has been in this bucket. This is actually part of my soaping family inventory. So don't freak out because I'm using a bucket. Nothing gross has ever been in this bucket. So I'll be doing the In The Pot Swirl with 5 colors. White will be the base. I'll talk about the colors as I go. It is officially fall here in West Virginia. We had a frost last night, so the fall has officially arrived, so I'm kind of going with a fall theme, and I'm using bergamot and black tea because it has a nice masculine scent, and I just think it just kind of goes with fall. So anyway, if nothing goes wrong, let's get started making some soap. I'll talk about the colors. I actually had to set you up on a box so you could see into the pot, so I'll be having to move you around some. So let's go ahead and pour our lye water into here. And I have never made this much at one time. We will get an emulsification. Put it into our individual containers to get the colors in. We'll color it, scent it, and pour it. So here we go. Alright, that looks pretty good to start. So, let's start. So, I am going to have to move you down so we can get into our container. So, sorry about the motion sickness here. These will be the 4 individual containers for mixing. This bucket actually was a better idea anyway because it's going to help me pour this with the spout on it. And that looks about right. So let me just clean this up a little bit, get some of that soap back down into the bucket. Alright, so I will be using, of course, white is the base. I'm using Brambleberry's Tangerine Wow for orange. Nurture Soap's Purple Vibrance for the purple. Nurture Soap's Really Red for the red. And Nurture Soap gave me a free sample of Lemon Drop Yellow. I'm trying that for the yellow because it's more of a bold yellow. I think it's a little more what I want. And I'll put the titanium dioxide. Actually, we'll put that in last just before I pour so we don't get you set back up here so you can see what I'm doing. This look like something. So here's our main bucket, which you can see. Just those I will scrape clean off camera. We will take our big spatula and give it just a little bit of a swirl. And let's pour our first batch. This is my tall skinny mold. Generally holds about 40 ounces of oil for soap. I should be finished moving it by now. So we're just going to go ahead and pour this into here. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? We will tap, tap, set that out of the way for the moment. This is my Workshop Heritage mold, which generally holds about 50 ounces of oil for soap. Tap, tap, out of the way. This is a brambleberry slab mold that my friend Lisa gave me. And I generally do 50 to 60 ounces of oil in this one. This is measured right, should be about 60 ounces. But it's going to be more. Okay. And I still have a good bit in these molds, so I'm going to quickly, no, it's not clean. I'm just going to take my 3 moon molds. Get some into these. Tap, tap, tap. And I am making a heck of a mess, which I generally do. The rest will go into this. So I actually had quite a bit more than I had planned on. I'm done touching this. I'm going to clean the rest of this up off camera. Not bore you with that. And everything's scraped out. But wow. I got 3 full containers of soap plus my individual ones. So I think it's going to turn out just right. So anyway, folks, I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for the cutting. Bye. Okay, so we're back and it is time to cut the soap, and we got a nice hot gel, and I'm hoping the inside turned out as well as I think it did, because looking at the outside, I'm really liking this. So let's start with the slab. Make sure you can see. On there and slide that over the wire. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, and this smells good. I love this bergamot black tea from Brambleberry. And it really lasts in your cold process too. So now let's cut this into some bars. Boy, it's nice and hard too. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh, very, very nice. Okay, now that's going to look mostly the same. Of course, the other half of that log or slab is going to look the same. So let's cut into some of these others and see what they look. And then at the end, I'll put them all together. So this is the tall, skinny one. Looks a lot the same, just a different shape. Okay, so let's get into the other one now. Let's see what it looks like. So they all look pretty much the same, just a different shape bar. I think the slab has more definition. So anyway, these will take a while to cut. They're all going to look basically the same. So I'll finish cutting these off camera and bring us back. So I ended up with 51 bars of soap. This side is my Workshop Heritage mold, and each batch does look a little different depending on where it was in the pour. There's my tall, skinny mold, and here's my slab mold. Now actually my slab mold has the most color definition. And I poured it last, which means this is the soap batter that went first into the bucket. This one actually turned out the best, but I'm overall happy with all of them. Really happy. Plus I have, those were the leftovers. Those were individual muffins. This is my sun and moon mold. So yeah, my first time making something that big, a batch that big. Really happy with. So these will be cured, and at the end of the month those will be shrink wrapped and sent across country. So everybody, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.